No. Normally we're...
But it's not going to be anymore because the whole dynamic's different now with them here.
I'm going to shut my mouth.
Maybe I want to have kids in 2 years. What, they're going to be the same age? It's just, I made it pretty clear to him that I'll be very uncomfortable with it if you guys decide to have more babies.
I think now you don't come into my wedding.
You don't want me to come to my dad's wedding.
Yes.
Mark ran his mouth a little too loosely, and World War III is about to go down in his backyard. Mina and Jordan are having a turf war, and none of them are backing down. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to Nikki Faces Reality. We are here to discuss 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Episode 5, Mina and Mark, because a lot happened. A lot of things were said that I'm like, can you recover from this? I don't know. Before we get into it, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm loving this season so far. I'm loving Mina and Mark. I know that people have mixed feelings about them. I just think that there's a lot here that can be ironed out, and if ironed out, would be amazing. But it's gonna be a long season for them, okay? When we pick up with them, the gang, aka Mina, Maria, and Mark, fly down to North Carolina. I think it's the coolest thing that he can just fly them out himself. They're going to North Carolina to see some family, and drama is guaranteed because his daughter Jordan, who does not like Mina, and Mina does not like her, she will be present. But they get off the plane, they're about to hop into a car, and y'all, they left baby Maria in this freaking plane. I'm like, hello? And baby girl is so calm in the back, I would have been screaming. Anyway, they're all up in the car, and we learn that Mark is just as messy as the girls. He cannot keep his mouth shut, okay? And I say that because he's like, yeah, you haven't seen everyone since the baby shower, so it'll be nice for you to catch up. But as you guys recall, Mina's not happy to hear this because she thought that everyone was fine, but she learned that Jordan and the rest of the fam were talking shit about her. So she's not looking forward to seeing anyone. And so Mark is apologizing for telling the family stuff, but then in the same breath is like, yeah, I made the mistake of telling Jordan our conversation from the jacuzzi. You mean the private conversation that your wife was having with you as a way to vent? This is Mark's problem. Your wife should be able to vent to you without you opening your mouth. Your daughter should be able to vent to you without you opening your mouth. You need to have a backbone and be the conductor of your situation. But instead, all of the shady crap that they're saying about each other, he's just interchanging it. So he's just fueling the fire. Like, how do you expect to have peace? You're not being a safe space for anyone. And honestly, you're too old to be doing stupid shit like this. Okay? So Mina is upset, and rightfully so, because she feels exposed, and now she's about to go into this space where Jordan has probably been talking shit about her, and she's not wrong. And Mark was pissing me off that whole ride there because she's fuming next to him, and he's like, no need to be upset. Look at the beach. Look at the surrounding. It's so beautiful. And Mina's like, I'm from Paris. I don't care about any of this crap. So I'm like, Mark, it's best that you shut up. So they get to like their hotel or Airbnb. I can't tell what it is, but she's getting ready and she's like, I'm gonna look hot today to piss off Jordan. And Mark is like, that's not gonna piss her off. She's just gonna be pissed off if you're late. But I think that's where Mark is wrong. I think that if he shows up with his young, hot wife, that is gonna piss off Jordan because Jordan wanted him to be with an older woman, not someone that's pumping out siblings when she wants to be the star of the show. AKA, she doesn't want daddy's inheritance to continue being split. You know what I mean? They're a little late, and I don't know if this is editing, but when they pan to Jordan and her hot boyfriend, Jordan is complaining like, oh, she's always late. Meanwhile, they're already making their way down. But they get there, they exchange awkward hellos. Jordan doesn't give her little sister a hug. She doesn't reach out to her. I thought that that was weird. Like, I personally, when there's a baby that's of my family, I can't wait to like, snuggle them and kiss them. If I had a cute ass little sister like Maria, honey, that child would not leave my side. But the way that she's like, she's so cute. I haven't seen her since, months. And like that was it. It was so dry. And she makes a comment like, yeah, she's cute, but I wasn't expecting my dad to, have another child and be changing diapers. And I want to be empathetic of Jordan, right? And I feel like I would be more if she was a child that was still living under Mark's roof. But she's a grown up that lives in Florida. She doesn't even live near her dad, right? And so I just don't appreciate that she's going to put any blame on any friction with her dad on Maria and Mina instead of her dad. Her dad is in charge of the relationship that they have. Could Mina support more in that? Absolutely. But Mark sets the tone. And if Jordan is feeling away, I do believe that it's because Mark has fell short. I saw that some of you disagree with my jealous comment, but I really do think that she is a little jealous. And I think that it's weird at her age to be jealous of a baby. And I am sensing some jealousy because she was his only daughter. And she's like, oh, now you have another daughter in your life. You're replacing me. You have a whole new family. He's not trying to replace you. He wants to merge the families, but you guys keep clashing. And everyone acknowledges just how awkward it is. And she calls out that she feels like the relationship with her dad has changed. But again, I blame Mark for that. But she is blaming Mina as well. And again, she makes a comment about the fact that Mina's young and that of course she's going to want babies. And why would she go after someone that's older? And it's like, girl, you are overstepping. Because one, you don't get to decide who Mina goes after, who she likes, and you don't get to decide who your dad likes. Again, I'm sure he would like everyone to get along in a perfect world, and I would care more if Jordan approved of Mina, if Jordan was, again, under his roof. This is a grown-ass girl leading her own life. Like, everyone needs to be a team player, and no one is. I just thought that that was inappropriate, and Mark did tell her, he was like, you don't get to decide, like, who I choose and if I continue to expand my family. To which Mina's like, listen, you don't get to tell me what I do with my own body. Like, that's one. And then she just decides to have a moment with Jordan one-on-one. And I'm glad that Mina pulled her when she did, because Jordan made a comment saying, like, this is just not what I would have pictured for our family. And babe, you could feel a way about it. I'm not saying that you have to be happy-go-lucky immediately, but you have to accept what is. And again, I blame Mark for not setting the expectation, for not setting the tone. But now it's not just your family. It belongs to all of you now. I also find it weird, right? Because it's not like Mina and Mark just got together. They've been together for a few years. How old is Maria? Isn't Maria like 2 years old now or something? This couple has been together for some time. You've had some time to adjust to this idea. Your dad obviously went to Paris a lot. You knew that this was happening. I'm sure that it is a wake-up call to see it in person. But again, it's not like you're going to see it every day because you don't even live in the same state as your father. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's being a brat. But anyway, Mina pulls Jordan to the side and I'm like, Mina does not want peace because now she's getting defensive, And she's like, I need Jordan to know that I'm not one of her little friends. So Mina's like, why didn't you tell me that you were upset in Paris? Like, I thought everything was okay. To which Jordan is like, well, you and I don't have that kind of relationship. And I just felt a way that, like, you didn't make it a point to make my family feel special. And we had to wait for you for so long to get ready. Again, this day was not about you. It wasn't. Someone's baby shower is not about you. A million things happen behind the scenes at baby showers. Also, this is a Black woman that needs to get her hair done, needs to get her face done. Like, we handle baby showers in a very different way, and that is okay. And again, I feel like the baby shower happened so long ago, and you're gonna put the future of your family up in the air because your feelings were hurt that you didn't get enough attention at a baby shower that wasn't about you. So Jordan presses on the issue that Mina wants to have more kids, and Mina's like, yeah, I would love to have another kid, maybe in 2 years or so. To which Jordan is like, well, what if I want to have a kid in 2 years? Okay. And she's like, they're gonna be the same age. It's weird. Okay. And Mina's not gonna ask you to babysit. You barely hugged your little sister as is, She's just making this a very big deal. And I also think that it's strange because it seems like after his divorce, Mark only dated younger women. So like, what's the issue? Your dad was always going to end up with someone that was younger, whether you approved it or not. It just felt like a very unhinged conversation. Like, I can't imagine telling someone what they can or cannot do with their uterus. Like, that's wild. And Mina's pissed now. And Mina's like, I hear that you think I don't love your dad and that I'm here for a green card. I wouldn't come here for a green card. And Jordan's like, yeah, why else would you be with someone his age? And Mina's like, you know what? You're a snake and I don't want you to come to my wedding. And Jordan's like, you don't want me to come to your wedding? She's like, no. And then Jordan walks off. And Mina's just like, she's a snake. She's a snake. And this is like not ideal because while I think Jordan is being a witch with a bee, that is Mark's daughter, and that needs to be respected. That is sacred. Even if you fight tooth and nail, you guys have to come up with a resolution because this is someone that you need to value. Just like Mark needs to value Clayton. And Jordan, like, this lady is not your stepmom because she's not going to raise you. You are grown and in the world, and this is the person that your dad has chosen. And I think the best way to protect your dad is to be in the mix and be in the know. If you are beefing with Mina, she's going to keep you at arm's length. So why not just play nice? It's going to take some getting used to. It is. No doubt about that. But this is just not the way. And Mark is not going to accept this because Mark seems like a really good dad. He seems like a very involved dad. And he wants everyone to get along. But obviously everyone here can do better. And the family drama is only going to continue, I'm sure, when everyone gets together. And I'm sure Jordan is going to tell her aunties and uncles like what happened. And it's only going to puff up Mina's chest, okay? Because Mina's not going to back down. She's going to defend herself. She feels exposed. She's going to feel like everyone is against her. Even Mark is being wishy-washy. It's going to be a mess before it gets better. And while I don't wish that for them in real life, in terms of a reality TV show, I am entertained. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, you guys, on this mess. I can't wait to read them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.